Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We're going to try to leave at 8. Kath is still sleeping. Not sure exactly how long it's going to take us to get to our destination today. For the first day, we're going to be on a lot of roads to start out with, and then we'll be on a rail trail. Hopefully, things will go okay.
Day number 1. We're ready to go. I think it's about 8:45. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. We got our nice USA shirts on that we'll be traveling today with, and we think it's going to be around 50 something miles maybe.
No, we have no idea because we don't know where we're stopping to.
But we have an idea of possibly where we're going to stop, and we'll see. This is an adventure. We did our stretches. We're ready to go. We got our bikes all loaded up. Into it about 16 miles, and Kathleen's starting to have some problems with her knee. We thought we'd stop and try to stretch it out a little bit. Nice thing about being on bikes is that some of the stuff we can get through. I think there's some of these on the trail. First problem of the day, we get stuff out to eat, but our cooler bag started leaking, so everything was wet inside the bag. Just relax a little bit before the next 13 miles. What do you think?
Oh, I think I'm gonna give my legs some ice water.
Oh, you are.
Woohoo! Feels good.
We'll be on this trail for quite some time. We'll actually be doing our overnight off of this trail someplace. Meyer Heartland Trail just got on. And we're gonna be looking for a place to eat. Getting our dinner for later. I think we have about 4 more miles before we stop. Well, we made it to Montcalm Community College is where we're gonna spend the night.
So we'll figure out an area.
But yeah, they were so kind to let us spend the night here. I sent a message earlier this week, and we have this nice pavilion that we maybe could keep our bikes under, possibly. We'll see where you end up. We'll have to check out the campus. Right next to us is this little village, and we don't know if we probably can't spend the night here, but you see this train in the background. It's pretty cool. They have like a little post office and other little areas.
Barbershop.
Yeah. So
historical village.
So we'll have to maybe check that out, but I'm thinking because of the daylight, we might want to go find a spot to pitch our tent. We're gonna try to go into this trail to this lake because it sure would be nice to take a little dip in the lake if it's possible. So we'll see if that is gonna work out. Found a lake, maybe a pond, but I'm not sure if we want to swim in.
Found a little outlet and a hose. That's our bath tonight. Charging station. We're snug in bed for our first night on our little biking trip. We thought we'd give you talk about a little marriage tip. And we learned this tip called withholding shares from Doctors Les and Leslie Parrott. I don't know if they made it up or they just found out, but we learned it from them. Anyhow, sometimes you go about your day and you notice things about your spouse, and then because you're busy or whatnot, just never mention them. So once in a while, before we go to bed, we will talk about something that we thought about and are withholding the sharing. And so we talk about one positive thing that we hadn't told our spouse, and then a negative, and then another positive. So it's the sandwich effect. And then the spouse can only say thank you and not respond for 30 minutes or more. And sometimes after thinking about the negative that you just shared for 30 minutes, after 30 minutes of thinking and praying, it's just not
as bad.
Not as bad, right? Yeah, and so there's
more so the negative, right?
Yeah. So not as bad, and maybe not needing to even respond. But other times, it might be something you need more information about. But after 30 minutes, you're kind of calmed down a little bit, and maybe can chat a little more calmly, especially if we pray. So we're going to give it a try.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Sure.
A positive was that I didn't hear not that much complaining. So I was very pleased, and I didn't tell you how pleased I was with after we rode so many miles today. And I thought there's a lot of people that can't do that. That was a good thing, and I appreciate that you will be willing to do this with me. A negative would be I started feeling a little impatient this morning when I was wanting to leave by 8 o'clock, and I think I was starting to get a little, not upset, but I was just getting irritated. I tried to not say anything. And then another positive was that I ended up falling today and I forgot my clip. I was clipped in, and it was really slow. I happened to go off the sidewalk and I fell with, my trailer, everything was down. And instead of you laughing or anything, you came right over and ran over and, asked if I was okay and helped me get things up and stuff. And I appreciated that. And so that was a positive. And then after that, you're like, oh, I should have took a video. so that was...
After I found out you're okay.
Yeah. So that was good.
Okay, thank you for sharing. For you, positive is I really appreciate this nice spot you found for us tonight. So you got permission, and it's a good spot. One negative is sometimes I think you assume things and don't completely listen. Like today when we were trying to find a restroom in St. Louis and having difficulties, I thought you really had to go, and you were trying to find one for me, but I never said I had to go, you just assumed.
Yeah.
And then another positive is I actually really appreciated you not pushing me today, because I really, my daily limit's kind of like 45 miles, and today doing 68 was a little over my limit. And And I was slacking a little bit, but you were real patient to go my pace, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And that's the way it goes. So if either one of us want to talk more about this, we have 30 minutes and we can pick back up. So
Have a good night.
good night.